Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my second time filming this because the first time I didn't have the mic turned on. Awesome. I'm also on a little bit of a time crunch because I'm going to be finally getting my hair done in now about half an hour. So I need to go through this. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is quite evident by the title of this video. I'm just going to be sharing with you the items that I purchased during the recent Sephora sale. I did do a video where it was a shop with me, where I just kind of did a screen capture of my process of weeding out my cart and placing a reasonably sized order. However, after I did that, I then subsequently purchased 2 more items. So I'm going to share those as well. And if you didn't watch that video or didn't want to get all the way through to the end of it, that's totally fine. I got you covered in this one. So let's just dive straight into it. The first item is a hair product. This is from Briogeo and it's the Curl Charisma. It's a rice amino and avocado leave-in defining cream. I have not used this yet. My order arrived just a few days ago, and then the last piece arrived yesterday. So I haven't had a chance to do that. And then because I'm going to go and get my hair done today, and he always does a nice blowout and makes it all straight and beautiful, I won't wash it for as long as possible after that, so I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on this one. The next item is an overnight moisturizing mask from Kiehl's. This is the Ultra Facial Overnight Hydrating Mask, which is good for all skin types and replenishes skin's moisture level for long-lasting hydration and healthy-looking skin. This is the first Kiehl's product I've ever used, and I hope I'm saying that right. There is a ton of product in here. Like, this is going to last a very, very long time. It's 125 milliliters. Now, my credibility is kind of shot because I have a head cold, so I can't really smell anything anyways. But there's no scent in this, which I kind of like. This is, I mean, it says right in the title, it's an overnight mask. It is very much an overnight mask. This is not something that I would put on first thing in the morning, simply because it is very thick and heavy. Now, it's not uncomfortable on the skin. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel heavy. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just not quickly absorbed, which I think is part of the whole overnight thing. So when I wake up in the morning, my skin does feel very soft and very hydrated because it's had that opportunity to really sink in during the night. That's not to say that it like gloops on my skin or anything. It's just, it's not a daily moisturizer. I don't think I'm making any sense whatsoever. What I think I'm trying to say is that it's not like your skin doesn't just like suck it in and there it is. Like it's a bit of a slow process, but not to the point where you really want to wash your face off or it's like messing up your pillow or anything like that. It's quite easy to use, quite comfortable on the skin, but very good for overnight, not putting it on and then thinking you're gonna like apply makeup and everything on top of it. So that sounds like a complaint. It's not at all. I'm just saying when it says overnight, it means overnight, and it's very effective. I've only used it like 4 times, to be completely honest, but I have really enjoyed it, and it does make my skin feel very nice. When I initially filmed this, 10 minutes ago, I took everything out of the packaging, and I cannot be bothered to put it all back in to like pretend that I'm opening it all up again for the first time. So let's just roll with it, shall we? I bought a Charlotte Tilbury Duo. So this is their Matte Revolution lipstick in Pillow Talk, along with the corresponding Pillow Talk pencil. This came for the same price as the lipstick on its own, so I bought the Duo. I really like this. I have a little sample of it, like a little wee baby sample, and I love the shade of it. It's a really pretty pinky nude. I think it would be flattering on a multitude of skin tones. I'll just swipe it here so you can see. And I have a couple other of these Matte Revolution lipsticks, and they're so lovely. They're like stupidly expensive, like they're $40 a tube, but for once I can say I think it's actually worth it because they are so comfortable. They apply very creamily, they're very moisturizing on the lips, and yet they're still matte. So So if you like the look of matte lipsticks, but you really don't like the feel of liquid lipsticks, this might be an option for you to explore. It obviously is not going to last as long as a liquid lipstick because it is a bullet one, but it's kind of the best of both worlds and really easy to apply. I even really like the shape of the bullet as well because it just has that nice beveled edge, which makes it really easy to apply. I picked up one of the Tower 28 blushes. I did purchase previous to the sale a duo of their lip glosses. They're really nice. Like, they're really nice. This one I think is my favorite of the two. This one is in the shade XOXO and you can buy it just individually. I'm probably going to talk more about the glosses in an upcoming rapid review, but Tower 28 is worth checking out. I firmly believe that. So Britt Clark had talked about this one in a video of hers, and I was already curious about it, but hearing her rave about it, I was like, add to cart. So it had been sold out for quite some time, and thankfully it was available during the sale, so I picked it up. This is in the shade Golden Hour, and it is a cream blush, and you can also use it on your lips, but it's very, very pretty. It's like a burnt apricot, I guess? I don't know. I'm not very good at describing colors, and I'm even worse at describing scents, but at any rate, there you see it. It blends out so nicely, and once it's blended out, English, it isn't sticky at all. Like, there's no tackiness there. I haven't worn it on my face yet, so I'm not sure about longevity or anything like that, but I am very much looking forward to playing with this one. I really like the color. I think it's very different from anything else that I own, and yeah, I'm happy with the purchase. But one blush just wasn't enough to satisfy me, so I bought two more after the video that I filmed. So an item that was in my cart while I was sorting through everything and then got shoved over to the loves list is an item from Patrick Ta. So this is the blush in She's Passionate. So I had pretty much like instant regret for not buying it in my initial purchase. So I think it was a day or two after I added it to the cart, finally gave in and was just like, we'll just buy it. And I'm happy that I did. It's a very, very pretty color. It's a corally kind of pink. It's what I have on my cheeks today. There it is here. It is rather subtle but buildable. And there it is applied to my hand. So it is quite subtle. I think if you have like a medium skin tone or deeper, this isn't going to be the color for you, but they do have darker options. But for me, I think it works really nicely. I don't often like a here's my blush kind of look going on, so this works perfectly for me. It blends out really nicely. The powder itself is quite smooth, and the packaging, although it does show every fingerprint, it is very minimal and very, very pretty. So I'm happy that I purchased this one. Another one that FOMO kind of sucked me into is the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. So this was the last thing that I purchased during the sale. I just heard so many people raving about it, and I was very curious about it. It is very, very pretty. And so I eventually gave in and picked it up. So there are the 4 shades in there, and then I do like that it's got like the little cover here because this one's a bit more of a creamy shade. This one kind of made me nervous at first because I thought it was going to be way too deep, but it does sheer out quite nicely. So it's kind of a bit of a creamy kind of formula as well. Focus. There we go. So it looks horrifying, right? Like, at least for my skin tone, but it does sheer out quite nicely. And of course a finger swatch is a lot more aggressive than what I would normally use just to apply it. But there it is there, and I think it's going to be very, very pretty, and it's going to look like that, like just in from the cold kind of flush. I'm just going to have to use a very, very light hand with it. But other than that, it's stinking beautiful. This is the one that arrived yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to like put it on my face yet, but looking forward to doing so. Now, the last 2 items that I purchased are from Huda Beauty. One is a replacement for an item that I already had, and these are the Easy Lashes in the style Camille, number 16s. And I love these lashes. So they're not a full length, like the band isn't full length. It's about half to maybe 3/4. I think that's what makes it so easy to apply, is that you don't have to worry about it like getting all the way over into that inner corner. And therefore it's also easy just to wear them. So I find that applying them is a breeze, and wearing them, they don't irritate my eyes. Full-length bands tend to bother me, especially on the inner corner, so they start aggravating in there. My eye waters, that loosens the glue, the lash pops off, it's a whole thing. That doesn't happen with bands like this. In the past, I have raved about the velour lashes, and they have an Easy collection as well. I can't remember exactly what they call it. It might be the Easy collection, but they have a number of styles within that collection, and I've really enjoyed those in the past as well. They, again, same kind of shape. They might be a little bit shorter than these ones, but very easy to put on, very long wearing. You can get a ton of uses out of them, like a ton of uses, and then they just kind of disintegrate. At least that's been my experience, but they go strong until they're done. But those ones are $34 a pair. These ones I think were $20. So that's the same experience that I've had with these. Like I said, these are a replacement. So I find that you can get multiple wears out of these, and they still hold up really nicely. I find if you buy something like an Ardell band, you can still get maybe 3, maybe 4 wears out of them, but then the band is just too flimsy. It's not willing to hold up to all of that, and it just, like it just gets gunky, and you know that you can't wear them. That's not the case with these ones. I can get, I would say, at least 10 wears out of them. So the $20 price tag isn't really that off-putting to me, knowing that it's sort of an investment into something that I can wear a number of times. Also, I would say, like, they look kind of aggressive in the case there, but once you apply them, they're really not that overwhelming. Like, they're definitely noticeable and they're definitely obvious, but not to the degree of, say, the like House of Lashes Iconics. I cannot pull those off. Like, I had a pair of those, and those lashes definitely wore me. I did not wear those lashes. They were just like, here's my lashes, and I could like feel them on my eyebrows, and it was altogether too much. These, no, like you can definitely see them, but I don't feel them up here. They're not like, they don't distract from anything else. They really just enhance the eye look. So the Camille's from Huda Beauty, highly recommend. So the last item that I picked up in the sale, and the second one from Huda Beauty, is the Mercury Retrograde palette. I don't know if I like the packaging, to be honest. I don't know if I like the packaging on it. I like that it's hard plastic. I mean, the picture's not bad. I don't know. Whatever. It's gonna live in a jar. It's not a big deal. I do like cardboard packages that fold all the way back. I just find them easier to hold on to, but I can work around this because it's not like obnoxiously big or anything like that. And there are the shadows inside. Now, when I first saw this on Instagram, I wasn't fully on board. I was like, it's kind of a weird time of year to be releasing something that's so very pastel-y. But now that I see it in person, it's an all-season kind of deal. Like, there's these 2 shades over here which can really deepen up any look, and I'm really glad that this one is a deep purple and not a black. I think a black would be far too harsh with the rest of what's going on in here. I am going to do a full like review video on this palette at some point soon. I am wearing it on my eyes today, and I did film this eye look. My initial thoughts just from this one eye look is that these perform every bit as well as her previous palettes do. The mattes are beautiful. I was quite surprised actually that this like pastel purple in here is as pigmented as it is, so that gives me a lot of hope for this minty green one over here. The shimmers, beautiful, and then her little unique shades that she's got in here are also very, very pretty. So I'm looking forward to playing more with this, and then like I said, I am going to have a fully dedicated review video to that up soon. I don't know when I'll get this one up, so we're just hoping for the best here. Doing the best I can. All right, that is everything that I picked up, and I do need to get going because I got to take the dog out and then go and get my hair done. So if you picked up anything during the sale, I'd love to hear from you down below on what you got. If you didn't, but you have some items on your wish list, let me know, all that fun stuff. I look forward to hearing from you. All right, thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now.